Ever since I was a child I have had this instinctive urge for expansion and growth. To me, the function and duty of a quality human being is the sincere and honest development of one's potential. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. Mistakes are always forgivable, if one has the courage to admit them. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. Make at least one definite move daily toward your goal. To know oneself is to study oneself in action with another person. A goal is not always meant to be reached, it often serves simply as something to aim at. Love is like a friendship caught on fire. In the beginning a flame, very pretty, often hot and fierce, but still only light and flickering. As love grows older, our hearts mature and our love becomes as coals, deep burning and unquenchable. Be like water making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way round or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle and it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Never waste energy on worries or negative thoughts. All problems are brought into existence, drop them. Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own. Showing off is the fool's idea of glory. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. The possession of anything begins in the mind. I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you're not in this world to live up to mine. If you always put limit on everything you do, physical or anything else, it will spread into your work and into your life. There are no limits. There are only plateaus, and you must not stay there, you must go beyond them. As you think, so shall you become. Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. If there is a God, He is within. You don't ask God to give you things, you depend on God for your inner theme. If you don't want to slip up tomorrow, speak the truth today. Choose the positive. You have choice, you are master of your attitude. Choose the positive, the constructive. Optimism is a faith that leads to success. A good teacher protects his pupils from his own influence. Knowledge will give you power, but character respect. Man, the living creature, the creating individual, is always more important than any established style or system. Obey the principles without being bound by them. It's not what you give, it's the way you give it. A quick temper will make a fool of you soon enough. Empty your cup so that it may be filled. Become devoid to gain totality. If you want to learn to swim, jump into the water. On dry land, no frame of mind is ever going to help you. Know the difference between a catastrophe and an inconvenience. To realize that it's just an inconvenience, that it is not a catastrophe, but just an unpleasantness, is part of coming into your own, part of waking up. The moment is freedom. I couldn't live by a rigid schedule. I try to live freely from moment to moment, letting things happen and adjusting to them. For it is easy to criticize and break down the spirit of others, but to know yourself takes a lifetime. Take no thought of who is right or wrong, or who is better than. Be not for or against. To spend time is to pass it in a specified manner. To waste time is to expend it thoughtlessly or carelessly. We all have time to either spend or waste, and it is our decision what to do with it. But once past, it is gone forever. The less effort, the faster and more powerful you will be. Self-knowledge involves relationship. To know oneself is to study oneself in action with another person. Relationship is a process of self-evaluation and self-revelation. Relationship is the mirror in which you discover yourself. To be is to be related. Life itself is your teacher, and you are in a state of constant learning. Life is never stagnation. It is constant movement, unrhythmic movement, as we as constant change. Things live by moving and gain strength as they go. Art calls for complete mastery of techniques, developed by reflection within the soul. The doubters said, "Man cannot fly." The doers said, "Maybe, but we'll try." And finally soared in the morning glow while non-believers watched from below. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. Reality is apparent when one ceases to compare. There is what is only when there is no comparison at all, and to live with what is to be peaceful. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. Notice that the stiffest tree is most easily cracked, while the bamboo or willow survives by bending with the wind. To hell with circumstances, I create opportunities. Take things as they are. Punch when you have to punch. Kick when you have to kick. It's not the daily increase but daily decrease. Hack away at the unessential. Many people dedicate their lives to actualizing a concept of what they should be like rather than actualizing themselves. This difference between self-actualization and self-image actualization is very important. Most people live only for their image. Use only that which works. and take it from any place you can find it. Words don't hit back. The stillness in stillness is not the real stillness. Only when there is stillness in movement does the universal rhythm manifest.